Okay, hey, hello everybody. Good to see you. So I just put up a ramble, and at the very end of it, I wanted to look um, at the very end of it, I looked at the ICC and whether um, that last administration, the current administration, will be charged with war crimes. And I got yes, kind of like a Nuremberg. And as I cut the deck, I get the Black Newman. Um, and this is more of like the devil-ish card. Um, and I got the Ten of Pentacles. And this is abundance. This is what we used to have and what we used to share. And where I'm going with this, I should have explained it first, was that will the U.S. take back its leadership role in doing the best it can to help solve the world's problems? And the reason I phrased it like that is because we have not been good stewards of the world, of the earth, of our resources, and how we share those resources. Sometimes we will give starving people a paste of peanut butter that has this crap in it, but we have the ability to do more, but we do that. So that's good in a way, but we have the ability to do way, way more. So when we shift into this new world, when Pumpkinhead's regime leaves and the Democrats take over, and is it even going to be the Democrats? It might be a whole new party. Will we get back to being a respected partner in solving the world's problems? Will the U.S. get to be a respected partner in solving the world's problems, in bringing about unity in the world? And then I hear, do that with space, ask that with space. So it'll be a 2 reading. Will the U.S. be a partnership with other nations to help ease suffering in the world and bring unity in the world? Will the U.S. be another, will it find its footing to again be even better stewards as a world power? Two of Wands, bringing information together, something coming to fruition, shedding some old things. This guy's hanging on to a snake, shedding some things that no longer serve, like what we've been doing, and coming forth with a new passion, new way of looking at things. Yes, the Sun card, full illumination, play, joy. I like this image where she is dropping sunballs. That's kind of the way I looked at it. Dropping sunballs on the planet. And okay, so I am going to go to space with this, because from the sun, down through her crown chakra, down through the hands, the physical, and dropping seeds of light onto the planet. So I'm getting yes, yes, yes. The government, it's the base of it is the government. In the past, I'm going to drop this down. Might as well show you what I get in real time. In the past was the Tower moment. I mean, we feel like we're in the Tower moment now. It's there, right? It's like, ow. And this Tower moment, as I look at it in this deck, did I tell you what the deck is? This is the White Newman deck. 3 swords through the chest, through the heart. So when we think of the 3 of swords, and when we think of this current regime, it could be that there was a heart event that brought things down. Certainly Pumpkinhead is ripe for that with his 22 physicians. That's another thing I was talking about, is MAGA buying the story anymore. And and when they start losing their health care, and they start looking at all these oligarchs and all the billionaires who have everything, even 22 physicians for a physical. 22. I don't even get one. I get a physician assistant. Thank you. Nothing against physician assistants. They're awesome. They have time to listen, talk, and their egos aren't that big. 10 of Wands. Oh, the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. Are we, the United States, going to go back to being part of the solution in partnership with other world? It's going to be hard. It's tough. Yeah. 8 of Wands. Wow. Okay, so from this 10 of Wands, from all these worms, snakes crawling all over us, doesn't that make some people's spine shiver? I used to have snakes, and they're a little creepy at first, but then after a while it's like, oh, you guys are so great. I don't know about 10. And here we have 8 of Wands. So from this burden, something fast happens. Something with a lot of awareness. So when a snake shed its skin, it's a metaphor of shedding what no longer serves you. We are going to shed what no longer serves us really fast. That's what I hear here. We have the Knight of Cups, Knight in shining armor. It's a woman. Thank you. The woman in shining armor, coming to save the day, bringing us a cup. In external position, we have the 5 of Pentacles, the loss. So even though our financial situation may not be as good as, it feels like we're going to get through this pretty quick. But this 5 of Pentacles, especially when I talked about it in the last video, this is also our moral loss, that we lost our way morally, not just financially. But it may be, hey, we can't give enough financially, and maybe that's the sadness of the tear of that, or maybe it's just that we lost our way so much, and that is even harder than the money. And the hopes and fears is the Hermit, shining a light, getting some time alone to pay attention to stars. And then the final outcome is the 4 of Wands, which is a celebration. Normally this is, in other decks, it's my White House card. We have the 2 of Swords. Ha! Okay, like this image. So 2 of Swords, normally you're at a crossroads. what are you doing? It's like you're not sure which way to go because your eyes are blindfolded and your swords are crossed. This one, this deck, she goes, oh, hell no, I'm so tired of not knowing which way to go, the indecisiveness. She throws one of the swords away or up in the air. She holds on to one, and her eyes, she's looking at things through her heart space, through her intuitive third eye. That's how she's making her decisions. She only has one sword, the sword of truth, intuition, and the last clarifier is the Knight of Swords. So will we get back on the right track? I say yes, we will. Not without its worms and snakes all over us. And then in the potential near future, it's like, look at these snakes. We need to shed some of these burdens that we've had on, and it's going to happen fast. When you think of the other 10 of Wands, it happens really fast. Okay, wow. Tower moment, making things happen fast. Very cool. All right, so let's pay attention, not pay attention, let's take a look at the galactic awareness of this. I've been watching Libby throw her sci-fi tarot. That's so good. Yay! I'm so glad. I'm not going to use my sci-fi tarot. I'm going to use my galactic heritage because we've been through this before. This galactic pathway of joining, of unification, going from separation to unification. And that's where we are right now. Separation to unification. And so with that last spread, I was getting some ET energy coming through. And in that, let me lift this up. And in that, as we shed things that no longer serve us, what are we shedding? Is it, is it our past belief that these people, those people, I was watching a newscast yesterday, where this old white guy, nothing against old white guys, I know one, but he was talking about what the Iran people think. And I went, oh, good Lord. Oh, and as I see that, I see the Five of Pentacles. That guy has no clue. He is lost. He has no clue. When Bush went into Iraq, I went, no clue. This is going to be so, so bad. And a lot of our awarenesses of what went on in the past are coming to light. What we thought we knew, it's coming to light. So as we are shifting through this new awareness of unity, what is the message from the Galactic Heritage deck? Now, this deck, for those who don't know, they have a great app with it. I have 3 favorite apps. This one, Galactic Heritage, $7.99. The Osho Zen Tarot, $7.99. And Danielle's deck, The Work, $7.99. And her deck, The Work, it really digs into the metaphysical way. If you want to find some, how to do finger testing, check for parasites, physical, energetic. That's the card I got last night. I went, parasites. It really digs in deep, and I keep going, oh my God, the work that she put into this. It's phenomenal. Anyway, encourage you all. Check it out. The Work by Danielle, I'm going to mispronounce her name, Oberosler. Okay, what does the Galactic Heritage have to say about our transition in this moment in time? Getting back to why I like this deck, there are certain galactic species that have gone from this unity consciousness to duality, to the consciousness of singularity, and then back to community. And so let's see, what is their message for us as we dig into that? So this deck has 108 cards to it, and it goes from source energy, the law of one, and splits and comes back to the law of one. 108. This is at towards the very end. The light of awareness. Orion Light, the future. Orion Light is like the Christ consciousness of Orion. So Orion was a very polarized world. And when they, world? See, I may get the terminology wrong, but just let it go. Try to get, Orion was a warring heritage. But there was a group that split off that became higher consciousness. And in that higher consciousness, they were called Orion Light in this deck. And it was like the Christ consciousness, the light of awareness. We're getting there. It's not, you know, if that we find out that our money is no longer serving us in the way that we think it should, like we don't have any, we're going to have to find another way to move forward. And that is going to be the community Christ consciousness. We also get the solar consciousness. Speaking of Christ consciousness, we get the solar consciousness. Now, there's certain things in this solar energy where they call the great sun. And it is creator source energy. And this is a parallel time stream. You slip this into everything. The Orion Light is in the future. Let's keep going with this. Arcturus, unconditional love, parallel. What would it feel like to have unconditional love for everything? For your dog, my alien dog. For our enemies. Going back to that Christ consciousness. To the earth. Oh, we are such bad stewards. Let's turn it around to be good stewards. Okay. Keep going. Quit preaching, Danny. Spiritual technology. So with this card, it's what they're saying in this card is that in the Vega system, they had a lot of mysticism. And they used a lot of spiritual tools. They used a lot of crystals. Thank you. They used, which infuse us with energy of the solar consciousness, of this light of awareness of unconditional love, of the Lemurian energy, of Earth energy, galactic stardust energy. And we use that spiritual technology not only in crystals but in ceremonies to remind us of how powerful we are. But a lot of times the challenge with this card was that they thought, oh, thank you, oh my gosh, they thought that they had to have the crystals in the tools to create ceremony and change and magic. And they forgot that that is within inside of us, in our heart space. That is the light of awareness. That is our solar consciousness. And it's unconditional love. Okay, as I keep going on for true compassion. It's just not compassion for something you feel sorry for. It's true compassion on everything, on every level. Again, Orion light, it's that Christ consciousness. The next two cards we get is the homing beacon, feeling a call to go home, to go back to source energy. But the paradox is, the Zeta Reticuli, the paradox is, we are here. We want to go home, yeah, but we're here. This is what I think I might have started the last reading with this. I might have deleted it because it's getting too wonky. But there's a paradox that we came down here for this Earth School to either observe, to help lead the way, or to help heal something. We're here to do something. And sometimes when we get down here and we see the duality that is really engulfing our world, much like Orion, we go, oh, I don't want to be part of this again. I already went through this once. I don't want to do this again. But you came down here. That's the paradox. We came down here to do this, to be witness to. So our job is, before we say I'm done, is, for me anyway, is to figure out what I'm here to do. And I don't think it's to figure out how I'm going to do it yet. Maybe that'll come later. Maybe I already know. I don't know. All right. Really powerful spread with what is the galactic energies sharing with us on how they went from that polarity feeling, the duality feeling, back to polarity, back to unity consciousness. And when you look at this spread and it goes into a portal, and you can rearrange these because there is no time stream. Time is all over. But we have the light of awareness. We know what our awareness is and how to shine our light of solar consciousness. And that is unconditional love. We're using spiritual technology in this moment, i.e. cards, but we really don't need to. We can channel all this information via our heart space. We don't need anything more, but just what are we feeling? What are we talking about? Sharing what's in our heart of true compassion for everything. Sometimes we block things away from that. We go, ooh, that's really nasty, ugly, but it is teaching us and showing us a lesson. And so we have to, when we let go of something like those snakes, we have to thank them for the energy, for the lessons that they taught us. We feel that homing beacon so strong. Come on, let me go home. I want to be part of the solar consciousness. But the paradox is we signed up for this. So let's just drop back into unconditional love in the light of awareness. That's it. I gotta go. I've been sitting here, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Peace and love.